Movies. We love them. Whether you're a casual filmmaker or an avid cinephile, we love the tales of moving pictures. We love movies like Rocky, where we learn to beat the odds and persevere through things that have been really pushing us down. Or movies like Schindler's List, realizing that humankind really can do some evil things, but simultaneously do some really amazing, great things. These movies teach us about things in the world that we might not ever get to experience. Some of them can help us learn moral lessons that we might not be able to learn in a book or just through life. Storytelling. So many filmmakers and artists try to build a vision that they see fit in their head. But what if that vision was crushed by an executive or a company that thinks, this process is taking too long. We need to start making some money. My name's Luke Crosby, and I want to sell you the idea of making films through podcasts and crowdfunding. In the recent years, podcasters have taken over public listening. What radio could do, podcasting can do better. It reaches you on a personal level. Filmmakers such as Eli Roth, Quentin Tarantino, and many other filmmakers have started podcasting to talk to their audience more about how they see films, how they want to see films. Crowdfunding. Over 4 to 5 films a year now. Some of the biggest films are now beginning to become crowdfunded films instead of executive loan films or big production companies. The joys of crowdfunding is one, the filmmaker has complete control. The money is theirs. They don't have to change things because executives are cramming down their throats saying, I don't think this is going to work. Artist is in complete control. Such films as Rob Zombie's 31 was completely sold on a Kickstarter by putting up the script. His fans could read the script, and if they wanted to donate, they could, and if they did, they would get a credit in the film. Film ended up grossing a low amount of money, but through DVD sales and through production, Rob made his money back and he made a perfect fan film. Jennifer Kent, an Australian filmmaker, made an incredible horror thriller known as The Babadook. The film was sold by just putting up the storyboards on a Kickstarter, allowing people to see what her vision was going to turn into if she got the money for her film. Now, these are small amounts of things to sell fans or people on. But what if you could create a podcast and actually speak to your audience? What do they want to see? What does your consumer want to see? I think podcasting is a perfect bridge between artistic creativity and fandom. You have to know your audience. I think many filmmakers get caught up in the idea of selling just what they see. Economically, that doesn't always work. Sometimes you make a film you spend $10 million on and you don't make any of it back because your vision did not match what the audience wanted. Now, I'm not degrading those filmmakers. Sometimes you have to make an art film. But what if you could make your art film and still sell to the community? What if your script is perfect, but the ending is what makes everything not fit? What if your story is incredible and your vision of it doesn't match? Through podcasting or streaming, you can open up a relationship with your art to the people. You could ask people, you could ask filmmakers. In the avid of podcasting, you can invite other high-end filmmakers who could possibly be fans and give their insight. People could vote on ideas, and you could begin creating, but also editing a creative, conscious edit through people's thoughts. Now, some people don't have a creative bone in their body. They just like, well, this chart here. Perhaps, I'll give you an example. A film that was crowdfunded in 2014 called Kung Fury. The film was put up on Kickstarter as a 3-minute short. It's a cheesy 80s action ripoff. and it's hilarious, but it's a lot of fun. The original vision for the film was completely changed because a fan said, I think the film would have a better look if you shot it digitally instead of on film. By shooting it digitally, the production was cheaper, and the editing process was much easier than actually editing on an original editing table. So using a crowd, using an audience to get reception from is very important in filmmaking. But it's also important to make sure that the creator also still has his vision. The consumer and the supplier now can work together through filmmaking. Films aren't going to be going anywhere. But as we grow closer and closer to a digital age where film theaters might not exist in the next 20 years, as sad as that might be, we have the power to discuss what kind of movies we want to see and how they should be seen. Thank you.